extreme with his movement when he needs to be, because he opens the court out so much. He has to cover a response if it doesn't go in the nick, and that's when you suddenly see this kind of fencer-like lunge that he does, but the body really does go through the ringer. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel like with Yusuf too, everything kind of happens. Even there, you like look behind. Everything happens very quickly, right? Like that swing kind of, boom, he pulls it through so quickly, and I feel like, you know, he's got a little bit of control back, and all things start to actually fall into place, as opposed to sometimes when you go in all guns a-blazing, right? You don't find that things start to open up for you. They go chaotic very quickly, and it's funny to me that Torkey's finding that actually when I give up and I try a little less hard, if I slow myself down, all of a sudden I'm actually able to keep my feet underneath me, make decisions, and he looks a lot more confident, even in this movement here. Less a little bit with having to be a little creative there, but at the same time, there's a little bit more thought process to what he's doing, and if you're going to start the next game, you certainly want it to be like this at the end of this game, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was that's the side of the coin when you're slightly relaxed.
Left side.
Due to a couple more points, it could get interesting, but oh, that was a big lunge.
So you can't be that sore.
Down. 11-6, game to Ibrahim. Ibrahim leads 1 game to love.
You know what? Every year I aged, they got a little 5 minutes longer. So they might have started off about 15. And by the end of it, I had matches that were shorter than my warm-up. And I was like, you know what? That tells you you've been around too long of a time, Olivia. That's why it's time for you to leave. Your warm-ups are too long.
No,
and these guys look pretty, both of them. I will say, I think that Kareem seems to have lulled Yusuf into a little bit more of this rhythmical pattern, and I think if you're going to have a chance against him, you don't want it to be fast and furious, because then he is going to just whip a cross-court nick in from behind his back, and this is going to give Kareem, one, physically the best opportunity. I mean, the rallies are going to be longer, but they're not as dynamic, and he's limiting those, really, the gunslinging options, not to be cringy, but there you go. There's cringe for you, Joey.
No.
Make fun. You could pick on me if you want.
No, I mean, the gunslinger is one of my favourite things to come up with for him, nickname-wise. Fantastic
beautiful.
To see. Yeah,
beautiful.
It is. And I mean, when you think the 21-year-old is the one that's playing the patient kind of traditional squash.
Please.
Well, the movement looking absolutely 100% here from Torkey, and then he's produced his own winner again.
Down.
Well, there we have it. So Torkey, who turns it round.
1 game all.
Under so much duress, people are able to actually still decision make. That's, I mean, it's incredible what people are able to do, and I feel like it just means that you're attacking. It kind of feeds back into that more traditional squash. If the person is not behind me, I have to be so careful with just throwing a ball in casual now. I'm just not, it's too stressful.
Yeah, I mean, the pressure that comes back. Again, it's a great shot, but he's had to hang tough and really show patience, so.
5.
Lovely, lovely hands. think that's the thing, though, right? You get a little bit of a sniff, and I think, like you said, that the analgesic for pain, right, is that adrenaline. And when your opponent gives you a sniff, you get an error like that. You're 8-all now. You're 1-all, 8-all. So hard, but they're moving at pace. Things are happening quickly. Sometimes it's hard to then soften the hands very quickly from there, right? If I'm moving fast and hitting fast, the softening is tough. But when I have my feet underneath me, I've taken my moment to soften the hands with that lob. Then all of a sudden I have more tools.
Player review, Torkey on the no-let decision.
Maybe gave a little bit too much of that turn, went a little bit more for the man.
11-8, game to Ibrahim. Ibrahim leads.
I think at the very worst, maybe a net ball, but so the no let in, and then.
You know, Joey, there's only one thing that Egyptians are afraid of.
I'm thinking about it. The pyramids.
Young Egyptians.
And there's lots of them.
Yeah.
And there's lots of them.
Right?
Yeah, there's lots of them.
It's a very interesting thing. You know, growing up, obviously played a lot of Egyptians, and I never ever felt like I saw them nervous until you then play these young ones. They have nothing to lose, and they pull out stuff like that from their back pocket, and you're like, what? You know?
Yeah, big time. There again, another bit of cheat. I mean, that's pretty clear cut, and the lead gets extended. Big test now. It's the first one, so we've seen a more expressive Yala now from Ibrahim.
5-8.
The errors have come. There's been horrendous composure from Torkey. And he's going to get the stroke, so he's given up the ghost there. So immediately in this first match on the East Court.
Where, I say that I do. I think Yusuf will pull it out, but I don't think it's out of the question. There's no non-probability. There's no guarantees in this game, right? And I also don't think that the probability is ever so weighted in which one direction. You know what I mean? It's like there's this element of true competition here of who's going to hold their nerve, right?
Not up.
When you hit balls like that looks a little bit more like Yusuf is going to hold his nerve. But
up to the squash gods, as you mentioned, which certainly needs some names and organising.
Get to work, Joey. Jeez.
I know, I'm not
you
doing
busy
enough.
or something?
No.
I mean, that is.
Oh, there we go. This is.
You kind of have to feel happy that he.
6-5.
I feel like that's a little bit of vindication, right? Like,
yeah, sure.
You didn't even have to call it. I forgot to ask you.
I did. No, I did earlier. I had to do predictions for all the matches. I thought I went in for a 3-1 Ibrahim. Oh.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, just had enough. Again, it's to the back of the court, which I do prefer
8-7.
when he does play that way. Very rough ocean, but he's got 3 match balls finally, Ibrahim, and there it goes as quickly as that.
11-7, match to Ibrahim.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do that. He felt, oh, no, don't do it. She'll get
3 games to 2.
Warning.